Hi, my name is Terry, and you're watching Terry Tells the Story. Imagine a living creature that can learn, adapt, and hold on to memories for over a month, completely rewriting what we know about intelligence. This creature doesn't have a single brain cell, a single neuron, or even a nervous system. In fact, you've probably stepped on one right outside your front door. This is Mimosa pudica, known by the locals as mora vivi, or the sensitive plant. To most people, it's just a common, fascinating weed. If you touch it, the leaves instantly fold inward, collapsing down as if it just collapsed from exhaustion. For centuries, science assumed this was a purely mechanical, thoughtless reflex, a physical reaction triggered by electrical signals, nothing more. But a groundbreaking study by evolutionary biologist Dr. Monica Gallegano completely shattered this assumption, proving that these plants possess a level of cognitive memory that rivals some animals. To test if a plant could learn, researchers built a custom drop rig in a laboratory. They secured potted mora vivi plants into the device and dropped them from a height of about 6 inches, landing them safely on a soft, absorbing cushion. The drop was completely harmless, but it was sudden and jarring. The first time the plants were dropped, they panicked. The defensive reflex triggered instantly, and every single leaf curled into a tight, protective ball. Folding those leaves takes a massive amount of metabolic energy from the plant, meaning it only does this when it believes it's in imminent danger from a predator. But the scientists didn't stop there. They kept dropping the plants over and over again every few seconds. By the 4th and 5th drop, something incredible started happening. Some of the plants stopped closing entirely. By the time they reached the end of the training session, the plants completely ignored the drop. They kept their leaves wide open, basking in the light. The plants had analyzed the data. They realized they were falling, but they also realized that nothing was eating them. Nothing was tearing their stems, and no harm was coming to them. They calculated that closing up was a massive waste of energy, so they consciously chose to ignore the stimulus. To make sure the plants weren't just physically exhausted or drained of energy, the researchers immediately tried a different threat. They took those same open plants and shook them vigorously from side to side. Instantly, the plants slammed their leaves shut. They weren't tired at all. They knew the difference between a harmless drop and a brand new, unpredictable movement. They had specifically learned that the drop was safe. But the real shock came when the scientists put the plants back on the shelf and left them alone. They didn't touch them, drop them, or train them for a full month. When they brought the exact same plants back into the lab 30 days later and dropped them again, the plants didn't blink. They kept their leaves completely open. They remembered a harmless event from a month prior, retaining information longer than many insects and some animals can manage. The mora vivi growing in the cracks of the sidewalk outside isn't just reacting to the world. It's watching, learning, and remembering. It stores memories using an internal network of water and cellular signals that science is only just beginning to decode. So the next time you walk past one and watch it shrink away, remember that you are looking at a living memory bank functioning perfectly without a brain. So, the Spanish I'm going to be teaching you today is Tienes un momento. Tienes un momento? And what that means is, do you have a minute? If you like this video or you learned something new, drop a like down below. If you have a specific topic that you'd like to see me cover, drop me a comment. And if you'd like to support this work that I do, there will be a link to the Cash App in the description box below. We'll see you next time.